Praise him, praise him. Whoever it is you praise him. So Granny coming tonight. Granny coming tonight with no music. Because Granny just want to get to the point and talk to y'all. As y'all know, this is therapy for me. Granny Chronicles is therapy for me. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of raspy because I was hollering at my grandma homegirl on service because my uncle did that. Listen, he preached a good word, y'all, but y'all know Granny's still a little ratchet. She need a little more time to come on in the house. Anyway, so as y'all know, Granny Chronicles is therapy for me. And apparently I'm going to need a little more therapy because last week or the week before, I did a video about how we should conduct ourselves at funerals, homegoing services, memorial services, etc. Because I was blocked, I had to do the video and then post it. So I didn't get to have you guys talk to me and chat with me as I did the video. Hey, ladies. And so I did that video not knowing that I was going to lose two very important people in my family. So I've had two phenomenal people leave our life, two people in 1 week. So we had two funerals in a week's time. So Granny had to relax some because she had a lot of things to do. But Granny back because Granny got to talk to y'all. And I got my hater blockers on because the topic tonight, I don't know if I'm going to stay on topic because I got so many things to talk to y'all about that it's just crazy. But anyway, the topic tonight is about correcting your kids when they do something wrong, whether they're children or they're grown or they're adults. Now, Granny got her hater blockers on because, you know, these people like to block Granny and you know, try to stop Granny flow and spam Granny videos, but it's all good. You know, I always find a way. Listen, y'all, I need y'all to correct your children when they're wrong. Now, you got to start correcting your children when they're wrong as children. Sometimes when they get older, it will stick. Other times when they get older, you know, they get grown and they're going to say what they got to say. Now, listen, y'all. Let me get these glasses off and talk to y'all. Now, listen. If your kids get to a level that they're grown, they need to handle their grown people confrontations. That's what they have to do. We have to learn to be accountable for our actions. I'm accountable for mine. When you are grown and you do something that's wrong, and your parent doesn't correct you, they just as wrong. But this is what I want y'all to understand. When your grown-ass kid go to another grown-ass person and make the decision to need correction, you can't get upset with the person when they correct your child. Now, some of them might correct your child by cussing them out. Some of them might correct your child by popping them upside the head. Some of them might correct your child by karate chopping them in their neck. Some of them might correct your child by smacking their face, smacking them lips. But when they correct your child, you cannot get upset. See, that's the nasty spirit that I was speaking of. If you make an adult decision, then you need to live with adult consequences. Stop walking around mad at the world because you wronged someone, you offended someone, and now they're the one who's wrong because they said something and they spoke up. Nobody's not going to let you sit there and disrespect them. Some people may, but some of us are not. If you come from a strong background and you're a person that say what you want, say what you mean and how you mean it, and whatever the case may be, when you offend that person, they're going to say, offend me, I'm going to speak up. Okay, you might not like it when I speak up or like what I have to say, but I'm going to speak up. Now, I can take full responsibility if I offend you by something that I say. I just need you to be a grown person and come to me and say, yo, Shonda, let me holler at you. You offended me or you hurt my feelings when you said this, and that. See, when you come to me like that, I respect that. Because I'm a grown woman. And listen, I know I used to be a high-headed person and you couldn't come at me. There was a time that you couldn't come at me like that because I would probably pop you in the throat. But I ain't that person no more. You can come to me and tell me what the problem is. But what you cannot do is overstep your boundaries and act like you didn't do nothing wrong and I should or somebody else should lick the crack of your behind, because baby, that ain't me. I don't lick cracks, honey. I don't do it. So anyway, y'all, I got kids and my kids are grown now. If my kids make a mistake, I'm gonna talk to my kids. I'm gonna try to check my kids. Now, in that situation, when I have done my motherly duty and checked my child, nobody else ain't checking them. But if I don't do my motherly duty and check my kid and somebody else check them, I can't get mad. Why is I'm walking around with the screw face and got an attitude? For what? Listen, when you offend somebody, you need to go to that person and you need to apologize. Sometimes people do too much. And when you do too much, you got to expect for some people to come for you. I do these granny videos and I expect for people to come for me. Now I choose whether to fight that battle or ignore that battle, but the choice is up to me. I will not go back and forth on a Facebook with you, but I will personally come and talk to you if you need that type of reaction, or, or you need to, you want to sit down and do a housewife session at the dinner table. We can do that too. But what I'm saying is I don't do that. I don't do that on Facebook. And we need to understand what Facebook is for, what social media is for, so we could stop offending people and overstepping our boundaries. Some of us use these, hey babies, some of us use these social media sites to do things that we would never do in person. For some reason, social media just gives you these kahunas, these balls to just talk to people crazy and just do crazy stuff that you wouldn't do to their face. Don't do it on Facebook if you can't do it to their face. I'm just saying. Now, when I did the little funeral video for y'all, I really did not expect to lose 2 people but I did expect y'all to take heed to those videos and apply them where they need to be applied. Because even though I do the videos, some of these videos, I got to apply them to my own self, because I be like, well, dang, Shonda, you was a little bit petty. You shouldn't have did that. But listen, I'm a woman about mine and I can apologize when I'm wrong. But if I'm not wrong, I ain't apologizing. And you get one time and one time only to do some shady boots to me, because once you go shady with me, I get these. And I don't even see you. I don't see you. I don't hear you. I don't know you. When somebody say, do you know such and such? I say, no, I don't. Who is that? Who are they related to? I will act like I don't know you. Listen, my granny used to say to me, and any of y'all up here that know granny said, know it. And this is exactly how she said. When you see crash, that means trash, y'all, because granny had her own language. When you see crash, you step over it. So when I see trash, I step over it. I look over it. I look to the other side of it. Sometimes I look the trash dead in the face because I don't pick up trash. So yes, honey. Yes, I don't pick up trash. So see, I can look at the trash all day. It ain't my trash and I didn't make it. I don't pick it up. I tell my children that. When I clean this house, I take the garbage out. When I see stuff on the floor that I didn't do, I call them to come and pick it up, because I don't clean up other people's trash. You got to stop getting mad when people correct your kids. Sometimes people are trying to better your child or your children or whatever the case may be. Stop getting upset with people and feeling away when they have to correct your kid, because perhaps baby girl or baby boy, you didn't correct your kid. And that's why people are correcting your children. See, people like to go and do things that's unnecessary. And then when they create the situation, they mad with other people. You can't be mad about situations that you created on your own. So with that being said, y'all, if y'all have little ones, please correct your little ones. And if you don't want to correct your little ones, keep them on your hip for the rest of their life, because guess what? Somebody in this world might correct your kid. Now, they may not correct your kid the way you would want them to, so it's best for you to correct your own children so that you're not offended or upset when someone else corrects their children. So when they get grown and they decide to do things, they can be able to stand in their mess and be accountable for their stuff. Now, if your child is grown, sometimes you got to let them handle grown-up things, and they have to deal with grown-up consequences and deal with things as an adult would do. You can't just get mad every time somebody want to correct your grown child that made a grown decision. You just can't get upset about everything. You know, it's not right. So now I done told y'all about keeping these glasses because sometimes you need these glasses. But let me tell you something about Granny. I love these sunglasses, but listen, I can block shade with these two eyes I got. Like, I got shades on my inside of my eyeballs that I blocks it. Like, I really could care less. Like, I've been a kid that, like, in high school, I did the little girl catty stuff, and I've had people not like me so much in life that you not liking me is not going to make me feel no type of way. What it will make me do is act like I don't know you. So please, if you see me and I'm acting like I don't know you, boo, it's because I don't know you. You get one time to get cute out your face. See, a lot of times I control, let me say that right. Let me say it how Granny said. A lot of times I control my reaction. And the reason that I control my reaction is because I had Granny here to help me. Granny ain't here no more. And I'm going to try to keep Granny's spirit, her beautiful soul in me. But sometimes that ain't going to be the case. Sometimes I'm going to resort back to shampoo. And anybody who knows me knows shampoo is that ratchet beep that don't care what she say, how she say it, who's offended. I don't care. I don't have to respect nobody that don't do nothing for me. I don't have to respect nobody that don't pay no bill for me. I don't have to respect you once you disrespect me. Then the gloves is off. So anyway, my point is, correct your kids so that somebody else don't have to correct them. That's what I want y'all to learn today. If you learn nothing else, correct your young babies so when they get grown babies, they know how to handle themselves and they know how to talk to people. They learn what not to do and what to do so that they don't become grown women that other grown women or sometimes grown men have to correct and pop them upside the head, pop them in the mouth, cuss them out, get real rash and disrespectful. If you want your kid to be respected, teach them at a young age to respect other people. That way we can nip down some of the problems that we have in our African-American community. Stop getting upset when people want to pop your kids. Back in the day when we was kids and we ran around church or we ran around the little picnic outside, if our mama didn't see us and our auntie saw us, listen, my aunt was good for. That means she gonna get you. Sometimes you gotta let somebody correct your kid, y'all. I ain't saying abuse your kid. I'm saying correct your kid. Because sometimes you don't, something that may not be a big deal to you might be to somebody else. So sometimes you have to let people correct your children. You can't always get upset in the correction of your children. The reason for this correction is so that when they become grown chicks, they don't need to be corrected on a regular basis. This is why so many girls be home letting Rob beat their behind. Because you, parents, are not teaching your daughters to keep their mouth closed on certain things and to not put themselves in bad situations. Now they got Rob beating on them and you mad, but your daughter is with Rob or your son is with Robin who beating him to death. Y'all put y'all kids in this situation because y'all didn't correct their behaviors as a child. So now they got a grown up correcting them and you're mad. You can't get mad. Because you help that. You help that. See, Rob can never check me. Y'all ain't never, if y'all see Shonda with a black eye and it came from a dude, he got one too. Because he gonna know he been in at war with me. You got to correct your kids so that other grown-ups don't have to correct them. Because other grown-ups are not going to be like, Okay, baby, calm down. Let's be nice. Some grown-ups is going to pop your child in the mouth. Learn your place. Stop overstepping your boundaries. See, this is the problem with us black folks. We like to overstep our boundaries. Stay in your lane. Stop going in lanes that you shouldn't be in. If you are going down the highway and you trying to get to Middletown, go to Middletown. Don't detour to Wurtsboro. Go on the highway, go down 17 and go to Middletown. Stop going over there to Wurtsboro because, see, you're going to run around and go over there to Wurtsboro and you're going to get something you didn't want. Stay in your lane. Y'all need to start learning etiquette and how to do things appropriately. Stop carrying news all the time. You ain't got to be the breaking news, the Channel 4 to tell something all the time. Sometimes that just ain't for you. You don't have to go and be the news carrier. Sometimes let the news come to you. Listen, telephones was the worst thing ever, but now social media is the worst thing ever. Y'all just do any and everything on social media, and y'all don't care who y'all feelings y'all hurt. Y'all don't care who y'all offend. Y'all don't care who y'all upset. Y'all just don't even care. You don't even think twice of the things that you post on Facebook. And then when someone says something to you or about you, you're mad for what? Mad about what? Stay off of these social medias, dibbling and dabbling in things you shouldn't do. You want to repost something? They got a lot of things for you to repost. Tammy got them chronicles for you can repost. Granny got these chronicles you can repost. They got singles that got videos that y'all can repost. They got Bible scriptures that y'all can repost. See, y'all don't repost none of that. But y'all will repost the drama and the nonsense. And then when somebody come and chastise you, or as grandma said, chastise you, you mad. Get it together. Stop using social media to do things that you would not normally do in a person's face. Stop getting on social media, reading more into what you've seen, or you see somebody write something and you just assuming that they're talking about a certain person. So now you go to the person and you starting all this chaos and mess. Maybe they ain't talking about the person that you think they talking about. Maybe they talking about you. Maybe they talking about themselves. Stop being a creator of mess. Stop creating mess, because it's not cool, y'all. You got to sometimes put yourself in other people's shoes when you think about posting things. I've done it. I've done post some stuff that might not was appropriate. Sometimes I've posted things to be petty. I get it, y'all. But we have to think about the seriousness of certain things when we're posting them. Because some things ain't for a Facebook post, y'all. Some things are really things that need to be talked to a person face to face. If you and I got a problem, we got a beef, that's something we should be doing face to face. That's not something for Facebook, because that's just going to create a bigger situation. When someone passes away, that's not for Facebook and social media. It's for that family to deal with appropriately and tell at their time. It's not for Facebook. When you go to a private service, sometimes it's supposed to be private. You know, when you go sit in the therapist's office, they make you turn your phone off. When you go in the doctor's office, they make you turn your phone off. And the reason that they make you turn your phone off, because what goes on in there is private, and that's not for everybody. And so y'all need to start respecting things that's not for everybody. Like, y'all don't have no etiquette and stuff, like no home training. Like, come on, act like we got sense sometimes. No, Bina, they don't think about their actions, and they don't think about the consequences. But the problem is, some people's consequences is different than others. As I've said, some people's consequences could be cussing you out, telling you off, walking past you like they don't know you. Whatever their consequence is, you can't get mad now when the consequence come to you, because that's something that your action allowed you to do. Now, with that being said, Granny will probably be back to talk to you, because I have lots and lots of things to talk to you guys about. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to y'all real quick tonight about chastising, as my grandma say, your children, correcting your children so that they are under submission and control, as grandma would say, and that they don't offend and hurt people and then have, you know, another situation. But anyway, with that being said, as my granny would say, goodbye, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.